Welcome guys, I am back today with a brand new Dollar Tree haul. So I am sure glad that you are back with me too. If you watched the last upload with the Dollar Tree shop with me, could you believe the new stuff that is out at the Dollar Tree now? And it's all $1.25. They are on fire. Let me tell you, no slowing down the Dollar Tree. So I am so happy you're here. I'm Shelby. The channel is a Chick Plus 3 in case you're new here. So welcome. And of course, all my returning friends, I am so happy that you're here because you know a day can't go by just about without us chit-chatting about the Dollar Tree, right? So I hope everybody is well. It's a gray, rainy day here, but what better day than to sit and talk about Dollar Tree? And Mr. Bryn just jumped up. He's very interested in the items too. So make yourself cozy, get yourself comfortable. I thought we would do the haul today here on the couch. So I cleared out some space so you could all fit in here. So we'll jump right into the Dollar Tree haul. So don't go anywhere. What do you say? Let's go. Yes, say hello. You know everybody. Yes, Mr. Bryn is saying hello, guys. All right, so the first thing I want to show you guys is a brand new find. Now, I think that this is going to be something that will probably become one of my new addictions because I like this style product. Look at these. They are broken taco, spicy serrano peppers. Now I have for years and years bought the jars of jalapeno slices from the Dollar Tree, and let me tell you, I can eat those babies like candy. Ooh, do I ever love my jalapeno slices. So when I saw these, I was like, I have got to try these. And they actually, as Bill pointed out to us all, have this little temperature gauge right here. So it starts off at mellow, then it goes to heat-seeking, chili-tastic, almost illegal, and then HELL hockey sticks, no. Well, this one is a hair above almost illegal, so I have a feeling they're going to be pretty hot. It says cruel but fair, so we'll see. And if you eat these, you know, with say nacho chips and cheese, it will probably cut down on some of the heat, right? But you get 8 fluid ounces. Look at this like crazy packaging. That looks pretty ominous, doesn't it? It makes it look really hot. And if you read the ingredients, the first ingredients is indeed the serrano peppers, and then water, vinegar, and salt. So those are the ingredients in it. It is manufactured for Broken Taco, a product of the USA. So those of you that like to know where products are made, this particular one from Dollar Tree comes from the US. And yes, I paid $1.25. So I'll be doing a taste test of those and let you guys know how they are. And of course, besides Mr. Bryn, somebody else was down there doing a little dance. Here's number 3 of the +3, Miss Cora. So I've got Mr. Bryn up here, Miss Cora is here, and then of course our tri-legged husky, Miss Harley. She's out on the porch right now. She is built for the cold weather, so she is enjoying that. But all right, there goes Miss Cora to find her spot on the couch. All right, now the next thing I needed, and I've already broken into these, are the sponges. Because come on, 8 sponges for $1.25. That is a fantastic deal. And they have different styles, different brands. But you get 8 of these by Scrub Buddies. These are a product of Mexico. I did pay just $1.25. And what I like about these is you have the typical sponge on one side, and then the other side has the scouring pad. And this is a decent scouring pad, guys. It's not overly rough, but it's not so soft. You know, the first time you use it, it doesn't just kind of like melt away to nothing. And I actually like that these are not huge sponges, because I would rather get more of them, and that way not keep it as long. Now I know some sponges, they say wash in the top rack of your dishwasher to sterilize them, but with this scrubby top, I'm not so sure how well that would work. So again, I do really like getting 8 of these for $1.25. And what I'll also often do with these, a little tip, is I will cut them in half, and then I will use that one little piece for jobs like, for instance, my grandson often brings me his white Nike shoes when they're all, you know, he's been playing out on the playground, out in the yard, whatever, and they're muddy. And it's funny, he's a kid that likes his sneakers to remain clean looking. So I cut these in half, and I use this to just scrub the mud and the dirt off, and it works quite nicely. So I always think that these are one of those standard Dollar Tree products that you just cannot go wrong with. So picked those up. Those were on my list that I needed to get. So I got things that were on my list that I needed to get, and then stuff that we just found that we didn't know we needed, but we wanted. Like this, for example, by Sabor Imperial. Lima jalapeno seasoning. Look at that. Now I typically make my own taco seasoning, because we are basically a no salt, low sodium household here. And so when I make my own taco seasoning, I can leave out any of the salt. But you know, this is a 3-ounce container. It was $1.25. I thought we would give it a try. It's packed in the USA. It says distributed by Kelowna Brothers Incorporated, and it says they're located in New Jersey. It says you have about 71 servings in here. A serving would be 1/4 of a teaspoon. 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, 110 milligrams of sodium, less than a gram of carbs, and 0 sugars. So let's see, guys, the print is so tiny, exactly what this seasoning is made out of. Ingredients: sugar, salt, chili powder, paprika, cumin, orange peel, jalapeno powder, lemon oil, and paprika oil. So when I make my homemade taco seasoning, I use chili powder, I use a little garlic powder, I use cumin, I put in a little red pepper. You know, I've never thought to put in a little bit of sugar. What else do I put? Cumin. Oh, and I put some paprika in it. So this, you know, now, so this does have the salt in it, which I leave out. But it's also very interesting that it has orange peel. So I'm curious to see what this is going to taste like. It's sealed inside, so that's nice to keep it for freshness, right? And then the lid has either the sprinkle side or the side, oh, excuse me, or the side that you can put your measuring spoons in. So I think the next time that I make tacos, and we love tacos in this household, I'm going to give this a try. Instead of using my homemade taco seasoning, I'm going to replace it with this and see how everybody likes it. But if any of you have already tried this, you have found it at your Dollar Tree and given it a try, I'd love to know your thoughts, what you think. But yeah, always fun to find something new at Dollar Tree, isn't it? All right, now this we have picked up in the past, and when we saw it, I was like, we need to get it again. It's a good pantry staple, and it is this Star-Kissed tuna. Now, why I like to get this one is, do you see this? 4-2. This is like double the size of the typical packet that is sold for $1.25. This is the large size one. So 6.4 ounces for $1.25. Wild caught light tuna in sunflower oil. And it has on the back, it tells you where, everything about it. And it says, guys, that it is a product of, and do you know, I honestly can't read what that says. Oh, Singapore. It looks like it says it's a product of Singapore, Star-Kissed tuna. And this is the best use by date is December 16th, 2025. So the end of this year. And they're saying that, did you know light tuna has more protein than one large egg? So there you go. No preservatives, gluten-free, soy-free, and dolphin safe. 2 servings in the container is what they're telling you. And so in one serving, you'd have 160 calories. Let's see what you guys like to know. 40 milligrams of cholesterol, 330 milligrams of sodium. But I think if you rinse this, you cut down on that, because I think a lot of the sodium is like the oil, what the tuna is packed in. But I can't swear to that. 0 carbohydrates, and then this is the big deal, the 19 grams of protein. So if you need to have a shelf-stable way to have protein on hand, something like this is a really good product to pick up and, just keep aside for that. Just remember, though, where you're keeping it aside, and, don't let it go past its expiration date, right? Because I don't know about you, I hate to waste food. I hate to waste any type of food, so letting something expire just makes me very sad. So just, check my pantry. I call it a pantry. I'm being fancy. Consists of a wire rack hanging on the back of my cellar door. Okay, but so that's where I put stuff like this, and I just make sure to check through the shelf, at least once a month, and check the dates and pull the stuff out that is getting close to being past its best use by date to make sure that we use it up. But so I thought this was a really good find. Bill loves tuna, so I grabbed that. Now, the next thing I needed, exciting, but it is to me, is the plastic wrap. So this, you get 110 square feet. It is BPA free, and I only get my items like this at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is where I buy my foil, which foil at our Dollar Tree is the only one of these products that has gone up to $1.50. So the foil products are $1.50. But the plastic wrap, or the brand name known as saran wrap, it's kind of one of those things. I call it all saran wrap, like I call all tissues Kleenex, right? But plastic wrap is the $1.25, and my favorite thing to buy is the wax paper. That is $1.25. The parchment paper, the air fryer liners, all of that good stuff. So, in fact, I picked up the air fryer liners also, but I already got those put away in a cupboard in the kitchen because I already needed to start using those. Yeah, so this tells you compare it to Glad Cling Wrap. This is by Shore Fresh. It does have the metal cutter there. And just a little FYI, guys, this metal cutter is like exposed. So when you're grabbing for these off of the shelf, okay, just be aware so that you don't cut your fingers, because there is a little bit of sharpness. Well, I take that back. All right, I'm saying exposed. They have the cardboard to go over the metal, but the cardboard feels a little sharp, like it'd give you a paper cut. So in all fairness, the metal isn't exposed and isn't going to cut you, but that cardboard feels quite sharp. So that's my 2 cents. Just like when you're grabbing for any type of stuff like this or whatever, always just be careful instead of blindly snatching and grabbing, right? So that you don't get any cuts. That's my motherly advice, but I picked that up. I know a lot of talking about plastic wrap. All right, here is another steal of a deal at Dollar Tree, and it's the Ocean Spray Craisins. These are the dried cranberries. They are still just $1.25. I mean, you cannot beat that. 4.5 ounces. Name brand, farmer-owned company. It says the best freshness date for these is to use them by the end of December 2025. So again, at the end of this year. And the ingredients are dried cranberries. So there you go. It's by Ocean Spray. They even throw in a little Craisins dried cranberry oatmeal chocolate chunk cookie recipe on the back if you want to try that. But Bill is really the devourer of these in our household, and because he loves his morning oatmeal, so he'll put these in his oatmeal along with like the dried fruits and the dates that we pick up from Dollar Tree. I do myself like these in salads, and coming into the summer months is what I call salad season. Something about just having a salad in the summer I really like, because it's so hot and humid, and so you don't have to fire up the stove and heat up your kitchen, anything like that. Just throw together a salad, and so this is a nice way to beef up a salad, add a little bit more nutrition and interest to your greens. So I can highly recommend these, and in our area, $1.25 is a fantastic deal. Now, if you watched that last shop with me, which I hope you did, because, again, the finds were fabulous, Bill talked about why he picks this up. This is the instant coffee. It makes 32 cups. And so he likes to use this to make syrups that we then put in our iced coffees. So like makes a concentrated syrup out of it, and he makes them out of instant espressos and instant coffee, things like that. And I'm sure that I have shared those in a vlog in the past. If anybody hasn't seen it yet and is interested, just let me know. But yes, Bill wanted this, so we picked that up again for $1.25. And this is a product of Mexico. We've had this before. We like it. Oh, and the other thing, what Bill is on a huge kick, of course, even though in warm weather he drinks it year-round, is his hot chocolate. Many people call it hot cocoa. And so he adds a little instant coffee to it. Or when I bake brownies, I add a little instant coffee, and it like kicks up the chocolate flavor. And that's making me wonder. I wonder, has anybody ever experimented with adding instant coffee to things like chili or tacos? Like, I wonder if that would tone down the heat or amp it up. So I don't know. Maybe I got to do a little experimentation with that and see what happens. But 2.82 ounces of this instant coffee, I don't think you can go wrong, Now, my guess is I don't think we can walk into the Dollar Tree without picking this up. And it is the Marcel's Modern Pantry Shelf Stable Milk. Now, we typically buy the whole milk. You get 1 quart. It is just, doesn't have to be refrigerated, shelf stable until you open it. They have this whole milk, 2%, 1%, almond milk, oat milk, all kinds of shelf stable dairy products, dairy-free products at the Dollar Tree. This particular one is grade A, produced and packaged in the USA. It tells you right there that you don't need to refrigerate it until after you open it. And one of the big pluses of this, guys, is even after you open it and it's in your fridge, they recommend you use it by 2 weeks, but I'm telling you, it stays fresh. So it is really good, because I can't tell you how many times we purchase milk at the grocery store, and even by the sell-by date that's on it, after we've opened it, you smell it and it has that sourness to it. And you know, if I'm using it in baking, or we're going to have it on cereal, like Bill and I will drink it, okay, you know, but if the grands come over and they open it and they get that whiff, nobody wants to touch it. And it's not even like I say, past its date. So, and I hate wasting food. So that is what I love about this stuff. We have never, ever dumped any of this, okay? We have always been able to use it all up, because it truly does last. So again, I think this is a great product. We keep this on hand always. It has saved us so many times where we're going to bake something, we're making a recipe, we need milk, and there's the carton of milk with, you know, like that much left in it. This comes to the rescue. So always have that in stock. So we picked up 2 on this trip. So I was very pleased about that. And then Bill grabbed this. This is another item. I mean, $1.25 for 10 ounces. I can't swear by price per ounce how good that is. But we always get this. Let's see. What do you guys like to know? I was trying to see, well, the best use by date for this one is February, the end of February 2026. So again, it's the type of thing you can buy, you can put away. It's a Greenery product. The ingredients are dry roasted peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oil. About 9 servings in the container. I was trying to see where it was made. For the life of me, guys, I cannot see. My goodness, with it being so gray, even with my glasses. It's telling you to compare it to Jif. You know, I have no idea. I have no idea where this is made, but I know it's good, so Bill enjoys it. He always picks that up, and then he always picks this up for the pups. And I see Bill's already gotten into it. It has a little Ziploc, and that wasn't sealed up, so I'm actually surprised that Mr. Bryn and Cora weren't over here really trying to get into the bag. But these are the Greenery Kennel Club bones. They're made in the USA. Our Dollar Tree sells them in chicken flavored and peanut butter. 1 pound for the $1.25. Great deal. Our pups all prefer the peanut butter ones. They seem to be a little bit softer, and we do break these to give them to the dogs instead of a whole one, because our dogs are more about quantity. So they like to have more treats throughout the day. So this is the size of the bone. I can't believe they're staying asleep. If I snapped it, I think that would wake them up. But so yeah, so that's the size of the little dog bone. So a nice size. Again, they snap in half, even into thirds very easily. So if you have multiple pets like we do, or even just one, and you would, want to give them half at one time and half later on, you're not going to have any issues, guys, snapping these in half. But again, a great deal. So this is another must-have product that we always keep in stock I should say, right from Dollar Tree. So I know I've been going on and on, so I'm going to wrap this Dollar Tree haul up here. I am very shortly going to get in the car and head, of course, back to Dollar Tree. So I will take you guys along with me. So please come back tomorrow for a little Dollar Tree shopping. And of course, as always, my friends, until then, remember, please be well.